actually been living underneath a rock. The preview for the whole interview, right, with Ronaldo and Piers Morgan did come out yesterday night around like 10 p.m. after the United game, after Alejandro Garnacho scores the last minute winner against Fulham, and all my United fans, right, were going crazy. And when this preview for this interview come out, of course there's certain quotes as well from the interview. The whole interview comes out on Wednesday, but the Twitter fans, especially the Man United fans, have been going off because there's two sides to it, right? There's Ronaldo the disgrace and Ronaldo the martyr. This is going to be a two-part video, right? And I am going to be breaking down both sides of the Man United fan base to how they feel about this Ronaldo interview, you know. And this one, right, it is going to be Ronaldo. I think it's going to be like title part 1, Ronaldo the disgrace. I am going to be reading the Twitter comments, right, from Man United fans. And bear in mind, guys, I do have a stutter as well, so please please have some patience with me on this one, because for me, like, this interview, right, like, it's kind of weird in my opinion, because what he said about Ten Hag and Ranić and Wayne Rooney, there's no need for it. It is petty in my opinion. These kind of things, right, can be handled in, like, behind the scenes. For me, like, the thing, right, what should be being promoted more is how he's talking about the Glazers, to how he's talking about how like nothing has changed since he was there as a guy, right, in his 20s, like in his early 20s, guys. But this one, right, so for this particular part of the video, I'm going to be talking about the fans who are really angry at Ronaldo, because it's understandable, because again, like, for him to come out and speak about Ten Hag like that, and Ten Hag is that guy, right, who's actually doing quite well for United, like, in my opinion. And Ronaldo and that guy, fam. Like, I grew up watching Ronaldo. Like, for me, I'm separating the 8-year-old me and the 27-year-old me right now, right? And the way he's conducted himself for that interview, fam, like, But anyway, I'm going to go right into it because I've been talking too long. So this one comes from United Wesley, right? And it says, once again, the spotlight goes from Manchester United win, Garnacho's moment, to Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm really tired of this. And I agree, bro. And I agree, because it was the same thing with the Tottenham game, right? And Piers Morgan, of all people, like, he, bro, like, Piers Morgan, right? So I'm pretty sure I've seen this quote, right, that came out on Twitter, because when United were beating Tottenham, like, in the best performance I've seen from United throughout the entirety of this season, right, he thought that Man United were actually losing 2-0 to Tottenham. That's how out of touch Piers Morgan is. Like, when and for me, right, sorry again to veer off, but when Ronaldo, right, was picking, of all people, to do this interview with, Piers Morgan, fam. Piers Morgan, bro. Like, Piers Morgan is an Arsenal fan. He's rubbing his hands because he's like, yeah, it's gonna destroy Man United from the inside. You know, thinking Cristiano Ronaldo come play for Arsenal. He's not gonna come and play for Arsenal. He's not, bro. Like, he's genuinely not gonna come and play for Arsenal. Like, Piers Morgan thinks Ronaldo off this interview, Arsenal's gonna take him. Arteta, the guy who sold off Aubameyang, of all things, bro. Like, he's not gonna take Ronaldo, fam. And for me, like, he should have not done it with Piers Morgan, bro. Like, I genuinely despise Piers Morgan. And again, I do not know the guy personally, but from what he's showing, right, as a human being, he's showing, again, like, bro, he's showing that, like, he's a dislikable guy. He genuinely is a dislikable guy, right? And for Ronaldo, again, to storm off to that Tottenham game, again, takes away the attention from the whole performance from guys like Martinez, guys like Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno, like, his teammates, man. Again, like, Ronaldo needs to separate this whole thing. Like, it's not all about you now, bro. You're 38 years old. Grow up.
And he's trying to decipher who's part of that. Now, to me, it just seems like Cristiano Ronaldo's had the biggest gripe, because he's just no longer the main man. He's a GOAT of the game. He's somebody who's been at the top of his game for so long. And a new manager's come in and didn't fancy him. And that's a problem for Ronaldo. And I think that he's struggled to deal with that in his mind as an elite footballer and at the top of his game. And I think he's dealt with that in completely the wrong way. Stropping, storming off, you know, walking off. And as we know in the media, obviously looking for a move because he's not flavour of the month. He's not going to be the #1 striker at Man United. And to take that out on Erik Ten Hag, to say I feel betrayed. And look, again, we're going to find out on Wednesday and Thursday probably some more context to that. But already, to dig out Erik Ten Hag, who's made him captain in his last appearance, who's continually stood by Ronaldo. I saw what happened against Real Vallecano in that friendly. I was sat in the press box, literally on the edge of the players' box, and I saw the players that weren't in that matchday squad, right? And I saw Ronaldo was the only player who was in that matchday squad who walked off. And other players were led out by security like it was organised.
It's a team. Without these other guys, right? Without your Casemiro for your teammates, bro. Without Casemiro, bro, you would not be Ronaldo, fam. Without all these guys, for you to bring out this sort of interview, to do all this madness, storming off after the Tottenham game, not even after, like during the Tottenham game, putting out this stupid interview after a great win for United before the World Cup, fam. It's really petty. It's really annoying, man. Like it's really got on my nerves that he's actually done this for the second time, right? The next tweet, right, again, is from Wesley. He says, I know he no longer plays for United, but even the likes of Paul Pogba haven't done what Cristiano has, bro. And it's so true. Imagine if Paul Pogba did this. The pitchforks that be outside Paul Pogba's house in Cheshire, bro, would be crazy, fam. Like, Paul Pogba will get a haircut or even dance, and people will just lose their mind. And he's not even said anything to the likes of Ronaldo. Imagine that, bro. Like, fam, like, this interview, like, I'm really torn about it because it's really pissed me off. But also the whole thing, like, about the Glazers, I agree with. But imagine if Paul Pogba did, bro. Like, Paul Pogba would be run out of Manchester, fam. He would be run out of Manchester, bro, for actually doing this. But anyway, the next tweet comes from Alpha, and he said, to betray the club that ultimately gave you the platform to become arguably one of the best of all time. He has spat in the face of us, and especially the man who nurtured him and motivated him. This is an absolute waste. Shame on you, Cristiano. This is a word from Al Foran. Yeah, bro. Like, I understand. I genuinely understand, right? To how like the Man United fans who are really angry at Ronaldo. I understand all these words.
I'm staggered, I suppose, and it really cuts to see what we're seeing. And I've been pretty vocal about what my feelings towards this Ronaldo situation the entire way through. And this isn't a case of being proven right and look how good it's not what I'm fucking saying. And people will probably try and accuse me of that anyway. But I have been proven correct. We are a better team without Ronaldo. Ten Hag has been correct to manage him in the way that he's managed him this season. And the future does not revolve around Ronaldo anymore. But as I said, on a night where we should be speaking about an 18-year-old, after what a moment it was for him at Craven Cottage, we're here with an interview with Piers Morgan. And by the way, that's a 90-minute interview, right? So did that just happen tonight? I very much doubt it. I very much think this has been in the can for a couple of days.
As well, and bruv, he's peak, man. Nah, bro, he's peak being a United fan at this moment, because like there's many United fans, right, like, who on the same boat as me, who love Ronaldo and who genuinely want to defend Ronaldo, but this kind of thing is indefensible, fam. You cannot defend it. And for me, I said right after the Tottenham game when he walked off, like, listen, I love Ronaldo, I'd want him to stay and try to work with Ten Hag, but he has to go. He has to go, bro. There's no other way about it. And this year, for me, like this is his parting gift, bro. Like, genuinely, it's his parting gift, right? This is from Steve Bartlett, a massive United fan. I think he's one of the guys from Dragon's Den. He's got a podcast out right now called The Diary of the CEO. Like, I genuinely love this guy's podcast. And again, this guy, for me, from what I've seen from Stephen Bartlett, he actually speaks some sense, like, in my opinion. But anyway, the tweet goes, which club is going to want to sign Ronaldo now? Which manager is going to want to deal with him? What a disgraceful way to behave. I hope the United fan base get behind the team and the manager now, and I hope Ronaldo never comes near Old Trafford again. Listen, I agree with these words. I agree with these words. Again, like, I hate saying this, but I'm a United fan first. For me, there's a lot of like Ronaldo stands out there who would rather support Ronaldo, like aside from Man United. But for me, the team comes first. Like I am behind Eric Ten Hag. I am backing Ten Hag. Like, a lot of fans, right, would want to say, oh, you treated Ronaldo poorly. Oh, kick him out of the club. I say this all the time. Who are you gonna get then? Who, after Ten Hag, who are you going to get that's actually going to do a similar job to Ten Hag right now? People sometimes, right, they need to think before they talk, because they say all this, bro, and we'll bring someone in like Roy Hodgson. No offense to him, no offense to Roy Hodgson. We'll be fine relegation, bro. There's nobody else better than Ten Hag right now. For me, from what I've seen with Ten Hag, he's treating the guys right. He's giving every player, right, an opportunity for them to shine. When Garnacho was having problems in preseason, to him coming late, he disciplined him right. Basically, he said, like, listen, you aren't going to play until you show me positive signs of you being serious. Donny van der Beek came back from injury, gave him 3 opportunities, actually starting against was it Real? No, was it Real Sociedad, Aston Villa again. So basically, Real Sociedad and Aston Villa in the Premier League and in the Carabao Cup as well gave him opportunities. Harry Maguire gave him opportunities. Victor Lindelof, everybody's getting opportunities, right? And for Ronaldo too. And this first question, right, from Stephen Bartlett, it does make sense, because which club is going to want to sign Ronaldo now? In the summer, Tuchel, right, lost his job at Chelsea because of Ronaldo. These reports that I was reading, maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but these are reports, again, that I was reading online, right? Because Tuchel and Todd Bowley had a falling out over Cristiano Ronaldo, because Todd Bowley, the new Chelsea owner, he actually wanted Ronaldo in the squad, but Tuchel said no, he will ruin my team, right? And when clubs are looking at this, clubs like a Napoli, clubs like a Sporting Lisbon, you know, because these are clubs that, again, will involve Ronaldo, clubs like a Chelsea. Do you think Chelsea is going to want him now? Do you think, right, and Piers, again, with Piers Morgan, do you think that Arsenal is going to want a guy like Ronaldo? It's similar problems to what Aubameyang was causing behind the scenes. Do you think that, like, the teams are going to really look at this as, like, a 38-year-old guy causing problems like this? Like, at 30 years old, and he thinks he's the main man. Don't get me wrong, brilliant player back in the day, but right now, like, he's going past it, fam. He's going past it. And no, again, that's the second question from Stephen Bartlett. Which manager would want to deal with him? Causing problems, fam. No manager wants a problematic player. No manager wants that, because, again, it just ruins the team dynamic. When you, again, this United team, when you look at how close the guys are, even like just them, like, mocking each other on Instagram. Bruno this morning just mocking Lisandro Martinez, right, because Dan James absolutely burnt him for speed, and Bruno saying, "Ha, mate, like, are you gonna work on your speed during the World Cup, because we can't be having you like this low." You know, like, the team rapport right now, right, is great at Man United. Do you think, like, managers would want a guy like Ronaldo to ruin the team's chemistry, the team's morale? They're going to look at this, bro, and take example for this and say, listen, right, we are going to ignore him because it's really petty, fam. It's really petty. Again, Ronaldo made this all about himself, and bro, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. And then, right, this is from Jamie Carragher, and I bet Jamie Carragher was having fun with this. Anyway, the quote goes, Ronaldo, I don't respect the manager. Ronaldo on the Eric Ten Hag and announced he wanted to leave, refused to come on as a substitute, walked off the bench and left before the game had finished. 99% of United fans will be on the side of Eric Ten Hag. Shows how badly Ronaldo has handled this, really badly, you know. And for me, again, the whole thing, right, like, in that interview, for him to talk about the facilities, the whole thing, like, about Manchester United not changing since he was there, since his 20s, I agree with that, because there is that issue with United, bro. Like, United are run like death row records, literally, like, that's how badly we are run. And there was also, right, one clip that I seen, I forgot who was having the interview, like, it was one of the Manchester United, like, indoor gyms, right, and I was watching this interview, right, and I think it was Anthony. I was watching this interview, and I look at the background. There's a boxing bag with duct tape around it. I was like, why is there a boxing bag at Carrington with duct tape, like, around it, bro? Like, this thing should have been replaced, bro, like, as soon as possible. But that side, right, I agree with on Ronaldo on this, but the whole thing of saying I don't respect Ten Hag, who is Ralph Rangnick, the sporting director, this and that, like Wayne Rooney is the same age as me, but doesn't look good. Those are the kind of things that I don't agree with, bro. Like, handle that behind the scenes, bro, because when you're handling this in public, it's an embarrassment. It makes you look bad. It's a real embarrassment, bro.
All right, Rangnick was an odd choice to make manager. That's not Ten Hag's fault. Have an issue with the directors at the club and the executives, fair enough. But again, when the club are so publicly respectful to you, they lick his ass on social media every day. You know, they never say a bad word about you in the press when they probably could at times this season. And yet you do this. It's real odd to me. You're burning your bridges there, and it's a shame. It's a shame. Obviously, when the dust settles and all those kind of things, Ronaldo will still be fondly remembered as a Man United player. But to go out like this, it's a proper shame, and it's disappointing. More so, look, if you got issues with the board and that, fair enough. The managers don't, like, you've not been scoring when you've not been performing when you're playing. It's a sad reality of just getting up. Like, no need for this. There's no need at all.
This next tweet is from a United exclusive, right? And it says, the Manchester United management and players don't understand why Cristiano Ronaldo has said what he said. They are hugely disappointed that he would disrespect the club, his manager and teammates in this way. And that's a report again from Sky Cafe, right? And the thing is too, yeah, like, the United players, in my opinion, from what I've seen, they like and they respect Ronaldo, especially like the younger kids. Garnacho saying, "Oh, my idol," Elanga, bro. I'm pretty sure Zidane, Iqbal, bro. So many Rashford, so many guys, right, like Ronaldo. And when he scored his 700th goal, even when you look at the game against Sheriff in Romania or in Moldova. I think it was in Romania. No, it was in Moldova. It was in Moldova, right? When you look at the players, they were trying to give Ronaldo that 700 goal, trying to assist him, and when he scored the 700 goal, right, against Everton, they were celebrating for him, really happy for him. Even made like a 700 like that balloon thing and gave him like a trophy. Even United, right? So Alex Ferguson had to come out like and give him like a trophy for the celebration of that. Like, they really love this guy, and for him again to come out and do this is an absolute shambles, in my opinion, guys. We'll move on to the next tweet. So this one comes from Punk Mank Bolden Brent, right? And the tweet states, right, not once have I heard Ten Hag slag Ronaldo off publicly, right? Always defended him towards media. Ten Hag could have threw him under the bus. Only a few occasions defended him, like, every time, bro. And I fully back Ten Hag over Ronaldo, and I agree with this as well. And guys, right, throughout this video, I am going to be playing certain clips from the big Manchester United fan channels like the United View, United People's TV, and Adam McCullough as well, because the way that Ronaldo's under this, bro, is absolutely terrible, you know. And when United lost 6-3, right, to Man City, Ten Hag was asked, why didn't you put Ronaldo on? And he said, because I respected this guy. I actually respect this guy. Why should I put him out against Man City when we're getting by 6-3? It's a disrespect to him, fam. I've not heard Ten Hag, right, slag Ronaldo off in the media, bro, for everybody to see, bro. I've not seen this, fam. You know, and the thing is, I like, from what I'm getting is Ronaldo, because Ten Hag is not playing Ronaldo a lot, because again, like, when you see the team that actually play well without Ronaldo in the team, right, like, Ronaldo's on the bench now, and he thinks that, like, that's disrespect, bro. Like, it's the team, fam. You just get behind the team, bro, and you play football, fam. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely, it's not nuts. And this right comes from United People's TV. You know, the best thing about this whole Ronaldo interview, Piers Morgan was rubbing his hands together as he thought he'd be in Manchester United and rocking the boat. But all he's done is help Erik ten Hag's cause here, and done him a massive favour. Fans now can see it all laid bare. And I agree with Sanford United People's TV, because this bro, it's really helped him, because now Ronaldo's gonna leave in January, and I hope to God that they replace him with a striker, maybe even bring in Akpor, bro. Just bring in another striker, fam, and then like in the summer go for a big striker. I love Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan to come to Manchester United. I like his mindset to how he actually plays football. He's serious as well, like about winning. This has actually helped Ten Hag. Piers Morgan, he thinks it's hurt Man United. He's actually helped him out. He's actually helped him out, you know. And then the second and last tweet goes, Ronaldo is such an embarrassment. He's a child inside of a man's body. I don't understand how anyone likes this guy. It's the competitiveness, like that's what it is. Like he like there's always like the best of the best. Like there's always something off with them. When you look at John Jones from UFC, Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, like there's always something off with these guys, bro. So I get it, I do get it, but sometimes there has to be like a line that you do not cross, and you don't disrespect people who've actually helped you out along the way of your career. Right, this final quote is from Mark Goldbridge, and it's from The Dark Knight, actually. It really is from the Dark Knight film, the Batman film from 2008, and it's a really famous quote, and it says, you either leave a hero or you stay long enough to see yourself become the villain. So true. Word like that is the perfect final tweet to finish off this video with, guys, and it's so true. It's so true. Ronaldo right now, right, he's literally like demolishing his legacy. I don't think that anywhere in like the Real Madrid fans, the Juventus fans, the Sporting Lisbon fans is loved how Ronaldo is loved here in Manchester, bro. Genuinely, bro. And he's ruining that over petty stuff. He's ruining his legacy over small petty bull crap. You know, but guys, that's been the video. If you got any thoughts, comments, or concerns, you know what to do, comment down below. Part 2 will be coming out for this as the usual. I'll put it out as soon as possible. But yeah, man, like for me, again, like the whole thing where he's disrespecting Erik ten Hag, Ranić and Rooney, that's not on. But when even Gary Neville as well, like just live on Sky Sports, like that's really bad. It's not sending out a good message. But the whole thing with the facilities, how Manchester United is run, I agree with, guys. But anyway, part 2 is coming up next. Ronaldo, the martyr, and this is gonna be fans defending Ronaldo and taking Ronaldo's side, guys. So stay tuned for that. Peace.